Hello world, and welcome to the Quick Kick Picks presented by Bros Talking Soccer. Let me not put my finger over our logo. My name is Dave Kittle. We are talking MLS. It is match week 15. There's only a handful of matches. And who is this? It is not Christian. It is Matthew joining us. Hello, Matt.
Oh, hello to all my fans out there.
There you go.
Debut manager. Well, actually, second time out, but.
Yeah, you don't have the Jeff cap on this time. You're looking very stylish in your outfit.
Cool Matt. Cool manager Matt.
Cool manager Matt who points at things. Matthew, you ready to talk some MLS?
Absolutely.
Quick reminder, we restrict our match discussions to about 2 minutes because that's what Twitter restricts us to. So if you're watching on YouTube, that explains why we only, whistle's going to go off. I have a timer here, and that explains that. Additionally, make sure to play our Quick Kick Picks game. Give your predictions. Again, you can comment below the YouTube video or preferably over on our Twitter at PT Soccer Pod. Give your predictions on the matches. I keep track. If you get the home team score correct, that is a point for you. If you get the away team score correct, that is a point for you. If you get the result correct, that is another point. If you get all three of those correct, you get a bonus 2 points. It's 5 points in total for each match. Winner or highest score at the end of the month will come on our podcast. 15-minute interview. We've only done it for, I think, 2 times so far. You can easily make up ground if you get a couple of score predictions correct. So do it. It's going to be fun. Matthew, you ready to get into it?
Absolutely, David.
Any advice for people?
Watch well.
Watch well. All right, first match we're talking about, Friday, June 7th, Toronto FC is hosting Sporting Kansas City at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Matthew, what's going to happen in this one?
Yeah, so both teams aren't, performing as expected this season. In recent form, neither team is even doing too well. Toronto has kind of just been a disappointment from, what we expected them to be, especially as they started out off the season so well and, the expectations we kind of had for them and just, in previous years what they've been. But I do think Sporting Kansas City is struggling a little bit more, and going on the road into Toronto, I think Toronto can come away with a 1-0 win.
All right, low scoring for Matthew. Both of these sides lead the league or among the league leaders in possession. So they both want to keep the ball. I think during the match, you'll see pockets of play where Toronto has the ball for a long time and then SKC has the ball for a long time. Matt touched on it. Toronto is winless in 6. Bradley, I believe, well, he's already with the national team, so he's going to be out. Josie's, with the national team as well. Pozuelo, it will be back, and that'll be an encouraging sign to see. But they've struggled historically when Pozuelo, Josie, and Bradley have not played for them this season. They have not done well, and so only one of them is going to be playing here, and that's going to be a struggle from that perspective. They're also conceding 1.6 goals per game, which is not greatest. That's middle of the league. SKC drew at Houston, which is a good result in and of itself. But in their last 11 matches, they have 2 wins, 5 draws, and 4 losses. They only have 3 points on the road all season in 6 matches. No wins, 3 draws, and 3 losses. I think that they've had a serious CCL hangover here. For that reason, I'm predicting Toronto to get a 2-1 win. I'm in agreement with you, Matt, on the Toronto victory, 1 goal, but I have it being 2-1. Matthew, anything else you would like to add?
No, David.
No, that is all. Okay, listeners, we're a little bit early here, and so let's keep this thing moving along. Let me stop the timer, and there we go. Okay, all right. Excellent transition by me there. Usually I wait for the whistle. Moving to Saturday, June 8th. First match of the weekend, we have the San Jose Earthquakes hosting FC Dallas at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll go first here. I have San Jose winning this match 3-1. So since April 1st, San Jose has 5 wins, 3 draws, and 2 losses. That's 18 points in 10 matches, 1.8 points per game. It's a pretty good number in MLS. They have only been shut out once in that span. That happened to come against FC Dallas at FC Dallas. Now, the last 7 goals scored by San Jose have all been by Chris Wondolowski in 3 matches. He had no goals up until that point. He is just so talented at creating that half yard of space. Before I give any more thoughts on FC Dallas, Matt, what do you think is going to happen in this match?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you. San Jose's form in recent weeks has been very good, so I think they're going to pull ahead here. FC Dallas, I'm pretty sure, what were they in, 6th or something in the?
I believe they're
they're in what, 5th in the
West?
They're
in 5th in the table right now.
Okay, yeah. So just based on current form. I think San Jose, and being in San Jose, I'm pretty sure, I think it gives them a bit of an advantage. I'm in agreement with you that there's going to be goals. I'm going to say 2-1.
All right, 2-1 to San Jose. Now, on the Dallas front, they have looked really rough over the same period that, we touched on since the start of April for San Jose. Over that same period, FC Dallas only has 3 wins, 2 draws, and 5 losses. That's 11 points in 10 matches, 1.1 points per game, not the greatest. Coinciding with a lot of that struggle in form has been they've lost a ton of players to the U20 World Cup, or at least not a ton, but some influential players in Cerrillo, Servania, and Pamacol. Additionally, Hedges had a suspension. They might be without Ziegler in this match as well, which would be a huge loss for them. I just have San Jose prevailing in this one. I don't think FC Dallas has done enough attacking-wise to score many goals. I think they find a way to get one here, but ultimately San Jose finds a way to get 3 and just runs over them. Matt, anything else you want to add?
No, David.
Next match we are talking about is... Start the timer. There it is. Next match we're talking about is our hometown Philadelphia Union hosting the New York Red Bulls, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in this kind of one-sided rivalry. But Matt, what do you think is going to happen here?
Yeah, so the Union have been, overachieving like anything this year. I'm very proud that the hometown team is performing. In recent weeks, their results have been a little bit scattered, even though they're top of the Eastern Conference, especially at home. It's been somewhat of a dip in form, even though we still do have that top spot. Just the rivalry in and of itself, I think the Red Bulls do have a bit of an advantage just because of, the way history has gone. I think they've been performing pretty well in recent weeks, and I think they're going to come out with a 2-2 draw at Talon Energy, not PPL.
Not PBL, it's Talent Energy these days. It's a really interesting matchup because these teams are almost identical. They both don't really have a dominant goal scorer. They're spreading the scoring around for multiple different players. Philly's scoring 1.8 goals per game. Red Bulls are at 1.7. They're both giving up 1.1 goals per game. And so they're very identical, at least on the stats. Now, they play very different styles. And so I think they are 2 of the 3 hottest teams in the Eastern Conference right now. After stumbling a little bit on the Philly side in their homestand, they got away from Town Energy Stadium, and they won 3-2, found a way to grind out the result. They blocked 13 shots in that match against Minnesota. I thought that the midfielders were not tracking runners effectively and were just leaving defenders out to dry. They need to clean that up against the Red Bulls in that Minnesota match. Fabian, I don't know if he's going to be playing. That's someone to look out for. And the Union has performed pretty well at home, 17 points in 9 matches with a plus 10 goal difference. Now, the Red Bulls in their last 5 matches, 4 wins and a draw. The most recent match, they beat the crap out of RSL 4-0. Look like that, looking bright, for life after BWP with Brian White doing fairly well for them. This is going to be a big test to see if Philly's for real. I think they ultimately are. 3-2 win for the Union. Matt, anything else?
Let's keep it moving, David.
All right, let's keep it moving to our last match of the weekend. Get the sub in there. Matt's pointing. Colorado Rapids hosting Minnesota United, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This one should be an interesting matchup. Now, Colorado has 3 wins and a draw in their last 4 matches. They have roared to life from a foreign perspective after starting the year just absolutely abysmally. They won 3-1 over FC Cincinnati at home on the weekend. They still only have 1 clean sheet on the year, but they are scoring 1.6 goals per game. That's tied for 7th in the league. They have some of the lowest pass completion, possession numbers, and completed passes in the league. So if you're looking for a beautiful, attractive possession stalker, Colorado is not going to be your team, but they're conceding 2.3 goals per game, and you know that there are going to be goals in matches, and so I have this actually being a 3-2 Colorado win as well. Lots of goals this weekend, but Matt, what do you think is going to happen before I talk about Minnesota?
Okay, yeah, so Colorado, after the horrible start, in recent weeks, they are getting results. I don't think they've gotten any off of, top-tier teams. I think they had 1 draw against
the Union.
Yeah, okay, that was the team. Yeah, I think they did. They drew us, right?
1-1.
At Allen. So I think they're capable of performing, but just not against, maybe top-end teams. I think Minnesota is struggling a little bit this year. I think with the current form, Colorado can come off with a win at home. I'm going to say 2-1.
2-1. Okay. Yeah, Minnesota lost at home, first loss at Allianz Field 3-2 to the Union, but they probably deserved a point, if not an outright win. Quintero has just looked off in recent weeks for them. He missed a really just sitter about 8 yards out against the Union. I still don't know how it didn't go in. I continue to be impressed with Angelo Rodriguez's center forward play, though. Really strong back to goal. I really love what I'm seeing there, but their offense has really gone cold. They've only scored so they have 6 goals in their last 8 matches, 0.75 goals per game after starting the year somewhat high on the scoring path. And I think that they struggle to get a win here. They score, but again, Colorado comes out 3-2 winners. Matt, anything else you want to add?
And that's game, David.
All right, there's Matt, calm, cool, and collected. I think you've been the coolest man we've had on here, just sitting back casually pointing, doing fantastic motions. Matthew, anything else you want to say to the viewers before we get out of here?
Hey. Way to listen well, guys. Way to listen well.
Right. Yeah, there you go. There's Matt's managerial style. This has been Quick Kick Picks presented by Bros Talking Soccer. Since Christian's not here, I'll say it. Let's go get some matches played. Go enjoy MLS match week 15 before the Gold Cup break. We'll talk to you soon. See you, everybody.